Yo, what's going on, guys? JBH here, and welcome back to NBA 2K18, where it's been a while since I commentated over one of these NBA matches, but today we are going up against our, most fierce rivals, I guess you could say, Magic vs. Heat. Should be a fun one. We're playing down in Miami, so it's going to be a tough game, but we'll give it our best shot. We've got two tough games in a row. We've got the Heat and the Cavs one night after the other, so without any further ado, we'll jump straight into this one, see if we can get a decent result. I think last time out we had a pretty bullshit loss against the Lakers, but managed to sim through a win on the weekend. So let's see if we can get back in some good form here with me playing, not just simulating through matches. So without any further ado, we'll jump straight in. Let's see if we can start to get a positive win-loss ratio. That'd be nice.
Got my mind flipping, I'm bucking, digging my ways out of hope for hustling. Get that loot, kid, you know my.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, this is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. A grueling first half of the season, almost in the books. Now we look forward to All-Star Week. Shaq, for the players, how do they benefit from this break in the action?
Well, if you're not invited to Kenny's party, you got to rest your body. And then you just have to sit back and reevaluate parts of your game.
I need a mental break, so that's why I have the party. Every year, All-Star Weekend, you are all invited.
I've been there many times.
You've been there, not many. You've been there
many times.
All the time.
You have been there many.
Yeah.
Ernie, gets behind the DJ booth every now and then and turns the party
Ernie
out.
J.
No, gets on the microphone and starts shouting it out. Throw your hands in the air.
And wave them like you just don't care. Let me hear you say,
That's pretty much me. That's what I do.
My name is Ernie and I'm from Milwaukee. Somebody say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He turns the party out.
I don't know why I find it so funny.
It's pretty much the way I live my life. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
I feel like 2K.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Wizards. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
Man, you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
All right, going up against our Florida rivals.
And coming up fast, the All-Star break. Brent, we talk about how that gives players a chance to rest up. How valuable do you think that really is?
Well, I think it's important, Kev, that it's active rest and that you do something during the break. The league has now extended the All-Star break for players, so it's even more imperative that they do that. But the mental rest is huge. Just to get away, spend time with friends and family, refresh yourself, especially if you're a team that's got a chance to play in the postseason. Get ready for that run, and it's on.
Wow. Let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando, the big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the three spot.
Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
Augustine dishes to Fournier. Augustine against Dragic. Stripped it away. Over Augustine.
Oh, where's the block?
No good from Dragic. Heat on D. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
Come on, AG, don't miss these. Not the best on the floor. I'm not sure if he's actually competing in this All-Star
2 shots.
dunk contest this year because I know he's been injured. I've read somewhere the other day that he's out, and then I read on the Magic
The free throw drops for Gordon.
The first free throw. Well, let's try to see now. So if you're wondering why my mic sounds really weird, I've actually had to
and both free throws good for Gordon.
This game.
Brent, you played briefly with the Heat. What was it like coming to this team mid-season and getting to play with a player who is revered by Miami fans in Alonzo Mourning?
Well, the thing that I always thought about with Alonzo Mourning was the intensity with which he played with, and to watch his approach both in practice and in his preparation to get ready for big-time basketball was the most impressive part of having an opportunity to suit up with a Hall of Famer in Alonzo Mourning.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Right side a screen. Shot clock at 6. Over Augustine. Tries again, and it's laid in by Whiteside.
Not sure if physically you could put Whiteside's game in a nutshell. A guy who hustles and tracks down hard rebounds and then turns them into easy points for his team.
And it's Vucevic missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Mickey. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Mickey's got his first bucket of the night. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. They set the pick.
Wow, come on.
Here's Augustine.
No, oh my God.
There's the steal.
Supposed to go to the other side of the court.
Johnson outside. And it's in there.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here's Fournier following the score by James Johnson. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist from Dragic.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Vucevic. He picked up 15 points in the last win against Washington. From the baseline. No good from Dragic.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
There's Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Waiters passes to Dragic. Back to Waiters. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Dragic with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to Fournier. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right. He comes off the down pick, and then on the backside, you run the hammer, and you dribble to the right side. You throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And a new group in for the Heat. Winslow's checked in for Mickey. Rodney Magruder comes in for James Johnson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Biombo is checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Isaac. And it's Payton in for Augustine.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Magruder. He feeds it to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. And stolen by Spates. Kicks to Payton. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Now here's Payton, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Spates dishes to Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Took him no time at all on that one. Winslow's got his second basket of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make. And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
And for Elfrid Payton, shooting has always been his Achilles heel.
Yeah, as a defender, passer, penetrator, I think he's solid. But shooting has become so important in our league right now. He needs that perimeter shot to really have a chance to get to the next level.
And Orlando has possession. Heat knocking down the tray. Pass to Fournier. Spates sets a screen. And Simmons kicks to Payton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
That's good.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
For Orlando, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
All right.
16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Expanding his range. And again, Miami with the triple.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Here's Biombo. Unable to get that one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Heat lead by 10. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the...
Well, not in real life, but our MyGM mode here.
The Magic trail by 10. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Evan Fournier. Simmons is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Biombo at the 5 spot.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Well, Eric Spoelstra known for being a player's coach, but he also isn't afraid to dish out some tough love. With this team in a rebuilding phase, he's had to do that a lot.
Well, I think what he's trying to do is just get the most out of every player on the team, and he lets them know, I'm going to put you in positions, guys, to maximize your potential. Sometimes that can come from tough love, but most of the time it's because they want greatness. That's what the Miami Heat organization is all about.
Here's Simmons. That's good.
Yes,
and it's Payton with the assist. Simmons got his first points in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Magruder, started by Fournier. Winslow, the pass to Magruder. A second chance effort. And Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one's good, Simmons.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Heat leading by 5. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Simmons. Johnson the screen. Dishes to Whiteside. Clock at 6. Passes it to Magruder. Johnson from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's the screen. It's Fournier on the wing. He has 5. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
A different look for Miami. Jordan Mickey comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Rodney Magruder. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Evan Fournier. From deep, Johnson. That shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And it really was a difficult game for them in that previous matchup. Fortunately, they were able to just knock down their free throws down the stretch.
And Maurice Spates, the stretch big man, has always had a good mid-range shot, Brent, but when he was, as you may recall, he was able to expand his range out to 3.
Well, there's something that goes along with winning, and I think that's a tremendous amount of confidence. So after Maurice Spates got the championship ring, I think he brings some of that leadership and locker room mentality that you need on a winning team.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. James Johnson's checked in for Ellington, and it's Dragic in for Johnson. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Isaac from past the arc. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Winslow wide open. He fires, and it's off from three-point range. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Here's Isaac. The dish to Simmons. To the inside. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin, positionless.
He hits the second from the line. So it's Miami now. 1:44 left in the first half. And Waiters kicks to Johnson. There's the pick. Goes up with the stripe, and he hits the jump shot.
Wow,
Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, and he likes the mid-range, Jay. You have to get right up on him if you want to stop it.
Vucevic a screen on Dragic. Augustine. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Heat leading by 5. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. Vucevic with the block.
Come on, Gordon.
And now Orlando on the break. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Miami lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dragic a screen on Simmons. Waiters passes to Mickey. The feed to Dragic. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Oh, big block by Gordon.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
And Augustine kicks to Simmons. And good.
Oh, wow.
Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And I love how he sacrifices his body. Isaac always ready to screen for his teammates, and you gotta love his unselfishness.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Miami ahead. They lead by a bucket. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Much better second quarter than what it was first.
Thanks very much, Nick. Obviously very tough out there. What's your mindset?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen at the end.
I know that's what Coach is going to preach in the second half. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Deny the fact that 2K has
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's an interesting battle going on tonight. Ernie Johnson here with you folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. You are watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
All right, it's time to get into the second half and see if we can do just a little bit better.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Almost 10 in the first quarter.
Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Mickey out there with James Johnson. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Whiteside a screen. Here's Waiters. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Here's Augustine for the lead. Kicks it out to Gordon. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Gordon. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Heat shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done.
And, you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
That one goes in. Fournier's got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Augustine against Dragic. Over Augustine. Dragic against the bucket. 6 points for him. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
No good from Dragic.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Fournier against Johnson. Fournier dishes to Gordon. For the lead. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Jordan Mickey. Ellington comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Orlando also making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Isaac. And it's Payton in for Augustine. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ellington kicks to McGruder. Inside. And stolen by Spates. And now Orlando on the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Sometimes just being active can pay off as Spates puts the ball on the floor and then forces the defender to overcommit.
The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Come on, Spatey. Let's tie this thing up. To be honest, I think I want Augustine back on over Fournier. I know I got a lucky shot before, but I have wide open 3, man. You've got to hit those.
And that one falls for Spates. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy,
modern day game
who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside.
How long is my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good, and guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Nice.
Misses from close range.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
How are we even still in this?
Spates against Johnson. McGruder kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Out to Payton for the lead. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. They get it back. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now here's Fournier. He's tightly guarded. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Gordon with another miss. Here's Magruder, defended by Gordon. Down low, it's taken away by Payton.
A big steal from Payton.
Here's Fournier, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Ellington, who's guarded by Fournier. Johnson the screen, just 5 on the clock. Ellington kicks to Whiteside. On deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. There's 1:17 left in the third. Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Magic.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
That free throw, no good. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Magic. Simmons checked in for Biyombo. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Johnson kicks to Winslow. Here's Whiteside. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Simmons on the wing. Ellington defending, and there's the pass to Spates. Payton dishes to Fournier. Picked him clean. And they're running for the lead. And counted. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been on his A game, sinking good shots. And he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Gordon, the pass to Payton. He kicks it to Vucevic. Payton with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Good work there as it goes. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. Whiteside inside. Vucevic on him. Vucevic with the block.
Tried 3 times. Got there eventually.
Payton up top. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Magic lead by 1.
All right.
Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
It's going to be a tight fourth quarter, which can't have a collapse. We've been having too many collapses in the last sort of 2 months. Can't give it up in the fourth. Got to create some clutch plays here to finish this thing off. Try and get back in the win column.
Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Poise and aggressiveness on the offensive end. Everything we do is with speed and force on the offensive end.
Frank Vogel clearly would like to see these guys attack the defense a little bit more, but also avoid costly mistakes.
Yeah, and this is where I think you want to keep things simple. Make the right cut, the right pass. Don't worry about the style, just the score.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. E.J. Augustine out there with Simmons. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position.
Here's a memo. You have to box out Whiteside or he'll burn you with the putback jam.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Vucevic on the mark with the 15-footer. And the Magic lead by 1. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these 2 teams match up with one another.
Feeds it to Dragic. Whiteside, a screen on Augustine. Here's Dragic. It's deflected.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
really helped us out a lot in the last quarter or so. Not getting these retarded shots in there.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Drills the three-pointer.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. But let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And Simmons kicks to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Dragic kicks to Winslow. He dishes it to Whiteside. Winslow is screen on Vucevic. Here's Whiteside, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
And mostly with Whiteside on the offensive end, he's there to clean up the misses, finish a play with a dunk.
And the footwork of Whiteside continues to improve. He does a really good job of shielding the ball when stepping through towards the rim and gets himself in great position to collect lobs when the guys on the perimeter find some space in the gaps. And that's a huge target to throw the ball up to.
And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 this quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push.
I don't even know what it is. Best mascot, hands down, in the NBA is that bull one. Benny the Bull, Chicago. Benny the Bull. That runs around front. Yeah, I could watch compilation videos of him on YouTube all day, every day. It's so funny, especially when he gets done. Yeah, even actually our Magic mascot is pretty funny. He's got one of those like anti-style stomach thing.
Fournier is checked in for the Magic. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Pass to Isaac. He feeds it to Augustine. Fournier against Waiters. From outside the arc, and Evan Fournier with the 3. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Right side a screen. Mickey passes to Dragic. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. The Magic go the other way with it.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. To end the run. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Kicks to Augustine. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Fournier against Waiters. Back to Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Right side a screen. And Waiters kicks the Dragic. To the paint. It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside Gordon. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Fournier dishes to Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And there's the whistle that goes on Jordan Mickey. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Augustine against Dragic. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. 6 to shoot. Here's Isaac. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And the Heat call time here. They're down by 11. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Dragic kicks to Waiters. There's the pick. Right side a screen. Dragic with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Here's Gordon. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Whiteside. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Magic moving the ball around. Augustine in the corner. It's good from long range. Augustine's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
The team came in fired up from the opening tip to see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Rodney McGruder comes in for Jordan Mickey. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Aaron Gordon. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Payton in for Augustine.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
Ellington from outside. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. So the Magic win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, you've been here with Aaron Gordon for a couple of years now, and it looks like you guys really have a great feel for one another.
No, it's great, man. He's always moving. He's always moving. I know on that brick he's running with me, so he makes my job easy. You know, I know I just got to give him the ball. He's going to finish it. He's a great finisher. You know, just make my job easy.
Well, it looked easy tonight, Elfrid. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, let's have a look at some of the stats. So we managed... Oh, fucking hell, what am I doing? second quarter. Bruh. Alright, there we go. So, Gordon actually had the most, but look how spread out this is. This is good. They say there's no I in team. Look, 11, 10, 9, 9. Actually, Peyton scored a lot more than I thought he did. 5, 5. So pretty much everyone getting a bucket except for maybe Biombo. So every single player on the entire court that had more than 10 minutes scored. That's what you want. Alright. Rebounds. Vooch as per usual. 5 assists for DJ. 2 steals for Peyton and also 2 for Batesy. Wow. Look at that. Simmons was 100% on the night. 3-point and field goals. Also DJ as well. They didn't take as many. Spacey. Poor Spacey. Pretty good on the line as well. 4 offensive rebounds. Plus minus. Alright, let's go back to the one. So 50% pretty much on field goals, that's good. But 3-pointers, that's what I want to see. That 3-point percentage is in the 40s. We're doing pretty well considering it's the Magic. I mean, interesting to see both teams had 40% in the end. I thought the Heat scored way more than that. In that first quarter, it was just 3 after 3 after 3. But 80% on free throws. Nice. Points in the paint, 26. Fast break, 8 apiece. Second chance points, once again, given too many offensive rebounds to the Heat, but bench performed well. And defensively, did really well in the end. After a pretty poor first quarter, we came back with 4 blocks, 24 rebounds, 5 steals, and ended up with a lead of 11. So the Heat actually got out to a lead of 10 points, but we managed to switch it around, getting out to an 11-point lead right before the end. But all in all, that is all we have time for today, and that is a big win moving forward on the season. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we go up against the Cavs. That'll be another huge game, and see if we can make it 3 in a row. All right, till then, I'll catch y'all later.